Exclusive, The Dark Ages to be revealed at Xbox Games. Doom: The Dark Ages. I hope this one's true. I love Doom Eternal. Let's see. Insider Gaming understands that the next Doom game in the franchise is set to be revealed during this year's Xbox Game Showcase on June 9th. The game, which has been under the codename placeholder Year Zero, is understood to have the final name Doom: The Dark Ages, has been in development for at least 4 years. I wonder what makes this The Dark Ages, considering you're literally playing a guy who's in hell. This man fucking in hell. What makes this shit? What's darker than hell? Like, last year, I heard of early details of the next entry into the Doom franchise, which is described to me as a medieval-inspired Doom world. Interesting. While that doesn't necessarily give much info to go on, Year Zero, The Dark Ages, and medieval-inspired art starts to paint a vivid picture of where the series could be going next. Perhaps we'll be taking more of an early look at the Doomslayer's life during the medieval times. A prequel of sorts? Well, he's saying it's a prequel because, yeah, you're saying he thought he died. Earlier this year, rumors began to swirl again about a new Doom game following Bethesda's newly registered trademark. Yeah. This is yapping. We're going to Super Hell? That's what I'm saying. Are we going to Super Hell? What the fuck? I don't know. I hope it's true. I love Doom. And Bethesda needs a hit, man. Bethesda needs a hit. The guy from Fortnite? All right, next topic. Yeah, the guy from Fortnite. Let's see. Get rid of this one. The Doom streams were classic. Yeah, they were fun. Okay, somebody linked this. They were asking me if I seen this game. I don't know. What is this? The release day is upon us. Grab your rosaries and pray to God that you shall not be deceived. Play Indinka. 10% off. What is this website? Steam Bits. What the fuck?
Story of a strong woman.
Sorry.
Sent on an important mission.
What is this voice acting?
I forgot myself for a moment. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
During which she will discover her life's true purpose.
Did we climb all the way here just for this?
Her name is...
You. The Cloistress is here! What?
None is fine.
Indika.
This looks like a
The story
parody.
of a nun, told as a racing game,
No.
a loot-based RPG,
No.
a city builder,
No.
an arcade game,
Not.
a walking sim,
No.
a survival horror,
Not.
as a comedy,
No.
or a tragedy?
No.
No, none of that. Indika, a subversive, self-endeavor, smoky, meta-layered, non-perspective, conscious-driven action answer seeker out now.
I'm befuddled. I don't know what I looked at. It's interesting. Yeah, that was no thank you. No thank you. Next batch. I don't know what that was. Anyways, let's get back to Ubisoft, man. Apparently, according to this article, Ubisoft is working on film and TV. Ubisoft said they are not worried about what y'all are saying about Assassin's Creed Shadows, especially because it's the top pre-ordered game in Japan. On the back of Amazon's success with video game adaptations Fallout, carving an original narrative in Bethesda's familiar world, it's become clear that other publishers are keen to action transmedia projects following the formula. Just call them adaptations. Ubisoft's film and TV division is currently brainstorming a new role within the franchise development tailored to mapping out expansions. Ubisoft said that Assassin's Creed movie wasn't ass enough. We need to make another one. For those of you unaware, there was an Assassin's Creed movie. It starred Magneto. Ubisoft's flagship IP, Assassin's Creed, has branched out already to produce comic books and a 2017 movie adaptation starring Magneto. Going on. Speaking of Edge Magazine, managing director of Ubisoft's Film and TV Paris was discussing the winning recipe for cooking up video game adaptations alongside this guy and this guy and this guy and this guy. Discussing Cyberpunk's Edge Runner influence over Cyberpunk 2077's base game, Nelson's Jr. praised for CD Projekt Red's IP, touched on Ubisoft's transmit ambitions. Even though I cannot pronounce these French names, doesn't like the word transmedia. I want to find something else. Why not just call them adaptations? Like, to Assassins, to Creed. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Hey, imagine that nigga Ezio pulling up in a fucking muscle car. Pull up with my boy Ezio Auditore. The dream is to make something that's so cool and so good that they want to use it inside the game, referring to Phantom Liberty's use of edge runners. Cyberpsychosis, instead of treating the franchise like properties to rent, and Ubisoft has started talking about world architects, kind of like the showrunners of our industry, to craft IPs as universes to delve into and expand. Man, you're just yapping. Looking into the future of video game adaptations, they predicted, I think it'll only go further in that direction, where you don't write just a novel or a video game, but you architect a world with rules that can be expressed in many different ways. Expressing that, see, this is stupid. I don't like this. And the reason why is you should plant the seed, let it grow, and then expand, right? This sounds like Ubisoft, which is funny because Ubisoft is threatened with hostile takeover every year. You know what I'm getting out of this? He's saying for the next big original IP that we think of, like the next big Assassin's Creed, it won't be enough to just create a game. We need to create a game and then a book and a movie to launch alongside it, or like a year or two after it. They want to craft a world with this all-encompassing media. You're being too ambitious. And this is very fascinating to hear, because these companies complain about how game development is so expensive. Motherfucker, make a good game and let everything else fall in place. But making all these, like, what if the game fails? Then you got this book and this movie coming out. What are you talking about? Didn't Final Fantasy 15 fail to do this? Final Fantasy 15 did that? They trying to start an MCU before they even start the M. Before the MCU, there was Marvel. Then we added the see you later. So Ubisoft, we're gonna see you later. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if Ubisoft can pull this off. Put a good game out first. Because keep in mind, Ubisoft is releasing Shadows and they're releasing Star Wars this year. We don't know if either game is gonna be good. We haven't seen any gameplay of Shadows, and we've barely seen any gameplay of Star Wars. We don't know if them games is going to be good. Ubisoft has the potential to drop not one, but 2 duds this year. Oh yeah, and they got Assassin's Creed Jade. We don't know. I don't know when that game coming out. I don't know when that game coming out. But yeah, they yapping, bro. Yeah, you got too much dip on your chip, Ubisoft. You're not really built like that. You're not really built like that. I could be wrong though. We'll see. And more bullshit news, but I'm gonna entertain it for the stream. Developers claim Game Pass has caused a behavioral shift leading to very few sales on Xbox. Now, the reason I say bullshit on this one and it's interesting is because this is the same account that tweeted out that Microsoft wants to buy Steam, and I call bullshit on that right away. And that's already been kind of debunked. This is the same account, but we're going to entertain it for shits and giggles. This is what happens when you give everybody a check mark, right? Another reason why I find this to be sketch is because there's been articles that came out and said game sales were up because of Game Pass. People want to own it after playing on Game Pass. This thread was posted on Era, but is quickly locked by the judge with a bullshit excuse. Devs are confirming sales on Xbox are terrible across the board. It's a Patreon post. Do game developers still want to publish on Xbox? This was May 13th. This was published by SkillUp. Shout out to SkillUp. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. Once upon a time, Xbox consoles were leading the charge. Yeah. I want to get to the data. How dare you stream during the combo breaker? I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know that was going on. I don't give a fuck. Am I competing? Who cares? Didn't them combo breakers niggas try to ruin my tournament? Aren't combo breaker niggas broke? At least the Tekken players are. We know y'all broke. From the outside, bits and pieces of news were raised, like planned multiplayer. What's the numbers, though? This is a lot of yapping. Oh, my God. Said, damn. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Forever a meme. Fuck Combo Breaker. I feel like consoles in general are just becoming... So who's saying this first and foremost? Some developers are pointing to the deals regarding the PlayStation Plus catalog or free essential games as having a similar effect. If you can't get one of these deals, then you don't have the resources or teams to scale on all platforms. I can understand prioritizing other platforms instead of mid-sized developers. So basically they're saying they feel trapped by the Game Pass or PlayStation Plus. So I just Siggy with the Raid. They're taking these deals to help them build the game, but the problem is it's hurting the sales in the long run, maybe. I feel like the consoles in general are just becoming less relevant to indies, said one studio. If you have a mega hit, then no matter what you do, you're set. But I'd be very worried about being able to recoup even 50,000 on these consoles with a small title, especially with porting costs. In the defense of the Game Pass, he's talking about indie games. Most indie games are going to sell poorly regardless, just because of a lack of advertising. So it's like, to make a statement saying that game developers are not happy with Game Pass as a whole, does that apply to AAA? Because to be fair, like, yeah, there may be some of y'all in the chat that like indie games, but there's a lot of people out there that only play Call of Duty 2K Madden. They're not playing Zawa or Dave the Diver. They're not playing those games. So like to blame it on the Game Pass, that seems a bit unfair. It really has more to do with the consumer. Today it's all about Steam and Nintendo Switch, and that's despite a common sentiment that when it's actually came, Dave the Diver's cool. I like Dave the Diver. We ain't talking about y'all. We talking about the average everyday gamer. What do you want? Hey, dude, you got it. Indeed.com. Indeed.com. Doesn't it help them break even? I mean, that's literally what he just said. Like, it helps them pay off, but I guess they're struggling to make money afterwards. But short of uprooting Xbox Game Pass, how can the platform improve for developers who don't have the advantage of a AAA publisher behind them? Proposed solutions were varied, but it all came down to one thing: better discoverability and incentives for people to play outside of the Game Pass. Okay, I understand that. Maybe they need to work on, you know, the UI and finding games, because sometimes the Game Pass can be a clusterfuck, the UI. I can understand that. The developer pointed out to the experience of stumbling across a game on Steam you may have never heard of and discovering that it has hundreds of thousands of players and reviews. That's also because Steam has an algorithm that recommends games based off of what you're interested in. So like my homepage may be completely different from your homepage. Maybe that's what Game Pass needs to do. If there are people out there that are playing Dave the Diver and Zawa, their algorithm needs to look different from somebody who plays Call of Duty on the Game Pass, if it does come to the Game Pass. Yeah, I've been playing Dave the Diver before going to sleep. It's a great mellow game. Super chill, super chill. Interesting. I'm still going to take this with a grain of salt, though. I don't know why I saved that one. Let's see. Oh, Zelda developer says the true menace of Tears of the Kingdom wasn't Ganon, but the programming that would let players destroy the world. And to that I say, no. The true menace of Tears of the Kingdom was the frame rate. I ain't reading this shit. I just wanted to put that out there. The true menace of Tears of the Kingdom is the fact that the best version of Tears of the Kingdom is on PC. It ain't Ganon. It's the fact that the game is blurry. There's no draw distance. You can only see what's right in front of your feet, and the fact the game runs at 22 frames. That's the real menace. Drop the Switch too. Nobody want to read that. PlayStation does a similar thing of recommending similar games based off what you play. Yeah, so it sounds like they need to improve the Game Pass algorithm. They need to hire somebody that's good at developing algorithms. Allegedly on PC. Multiverse's director really wants to add Breaking Bad's Walter White to the game. Y'all want to see a little Walter White? Multiverse's director Tony has heard the overwhelming outcry from the community to add Breaking Bad's Walter White. I didn't know there was an outcry to the game, and he says he will be pushing as hard as he can to make it happen. In a new interview with The Gamer, Tony explained why Walter White hasn't been added to the game already, calling the process complicated. However, the director went on to state that he wants to make it happen just as much as we do, so he would be pushing as hard as he could to make it happen. From Batman and Wonder Woman to Rick and Morty, Multiverses has an extensive list of characters, blah, 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 blah. Here's the quote. Unfortunately, it's not as easy as players think. It's complicated, but I would personally be pushing as hard as I can to make that happen. Everything that happens with third parties in general, there are things that players don't understand. It's more complicated and it's not super straightforward process, so there's promise there, but I will personally be trying really hard. If I had to take an educated guess, because what did it originally air on? Breaking Bad... What channel? AMC? Okay, thank you. That's what I thought it was. If I had to take a wild guess, yeah, WB owns the IP, but there's probably some deal where like AMC has a word in it too. Or it could just be like Warner Bros. Is a little bit more strict with which characters they license out versus others. It was probably easy to get Wonder Woman, Superman, and Batman, but Walter White's a little iffy because at the end of the day, he's a drug dealer. They're probably looking at it, well, how would that be implemented in the game, and how are they going to interact with characters like Bugs Bunny? I think that's probably, it's probably like they're just probably a little bit more sensitive about that character. Also, how do you put him in a game? Is he just going to be throwing crack rocks at people? How does that work? Does it like, instead of like, cause you know how like Samus can charge her energy ball? Like imagine Walter White can charge, he can shoot like fentanyl rocks, pew, 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 like fucking Star Fox, but then he could charge up a fentanyl ball, not fentanyl, an 8-ball, a ball of fucking crack, and was it heroin or something? I don't know, I don't do drugs. A big ass, yeah, a meth Rasengan, charge up a big fentanyl rock, and then Kamehameha. It's just an instant kill because you get so high you just pass out. Or you get so high you pass out and then you can knock them off because it puts them to sleep. Did you see Jason's Mechanics trailer? I don't think I did. Actually, we could look that up. What's I'm bugging? Let's see. Jason Multiverses. I'm just trying to get us some ideas. Like, everybody put your hands in the air. We're gonna summon a meth bomb. Fucking the Goku of crack cocaine. Yeah, I don't think I watched this.
Get off me, furball! I can't breathe!
Be quiet! It's just a weirdo in a mask. It's just a weirdo in a mask.
Oh, man!
Jason in Multiverses. You know he a heavy hitter. Yeah, the way he moving.
Jason is done playing around. He's camped in the shadows. He's journeyed to space.
That's a fire skin.
He's been hunting.
Ooh.
Rabbits.
Yeah, that's hella disrespect. Oh, goddamn. Why did I put this shit in full screen? I keep forgetting. I'm so slow. This man fucking disrespectful, stabbing bugs like that.
On May 28th, no one in
I might have to play him.
is safe.
This is gonna be like the Ganon of the game.
When we get out of here, we gotta keep in touch, dude. I love you, man. Oh my God.
Wow, that was dark.
Honestly, this trailer makes Walter White more likely. Like I'm trying to think of like what his kit would look like. Maybe he pulls out like a meth pipe. He takes a puff and then he blows it into the enemy's face. And then it makes him like dizzy and you get like a free hit. Oh shit. What is
With
this?
the re-release of WB's platform, Multiverses, 3 new fighters have been added to the roster. Joker, Jason
Why'd I know? I didn't mean to do that.
and Banana Guard.
As the rival Fortnite. Yeah, it could. It
Since
could.
Banana Guard is a pretty simple character compared to the other two, and we only got a brief window to play this preview build, we made a quick breakdown of Joker and Jason's movesets and threw in a few tips to help get you started. These notes will be primarily for 1v1 matches and not duos, but many of the
Nobody plays this game. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really like 1v1s like that. Like this game is much more fun with a partner. This is based off 1v1s. Nigga, did you play the game? How do they work together? That's what I want to know. Put this on 1.5. Warner Bros having motion, they trying.
Joker is classified as a mage in Multiverses, the same class as another gadget character, Bugs Bunny. But while Joker does have some misdirection in his toolkit, he's more conventional than he first appears. He has a long-reach side air attack and advancing side air special, a strong grounded up attack, and a side attack combo that can link into a side special after the second hit for a fairly reliable kill move.
2v2 is better, and it's what makes it different from Smash Bros. I feel.
And stored with the
The
same
fact that there's more emphasis on teamwork.
Move Go. Both moves have armor break properties, and the neutral air special also applies damage over time. One of his more unique attacks is his down.
Which is that not what people complain about? They want something
If
original.
you press the special button again, a cannon will damage foes that are close by with substantial knockback.
Say my name, 600.
It will instead create a jack-in-the-box that knocks opponents upwards, setting them up for a juggle. His side special is also great for securing unexpected kills as the trajectory changes as he holds it. When used in the air, the side special changes to a horizontal attack with a crowbar, which is helpful for returning to the stage or chasing chasing enemies that are knocked off.
I don't know if Joker's my speed.
His up special isn't amazing for recovery, but leaves a balloon behind that either you or a teammate can ride into enemies to knock them back. His neutral special contains armor and will shock enemies that are too close.
Yeah, that crowbar is disrespectful. Now they gotta put Robin in the game. Yo, that shit would be funny if they put Robin in the game and then you can hit him with a crowbar. That shit would be fucking funny. They would need like some special dialogue for that shit, or Red Hood. They could do Red Hood as well. That would be great.
Don't hit on the way out, but will hit when returning to you.
Yeah, Robin takes 2 times more damage. That would be funny.
In spades, throw multiple cards at once. Keep an eye on which card you have available while playing Joker or when playing against
That,
him.
or like they could do like it'd be funny if they had like a buff and debuff system in this game. They put fucking Red Hood in this game, and the moment he sees the Joker, oh, I feel weak and scared now. I think it's 2 times less damage.
Cards. All in all, Joker doesn't do anything too crazy, but has a solid all-around toolkit with a few tricks up his sleeve.
Let's go, Jason.
Jason is classified as a tank, and to me, actually has the more interesting moveset, both from the perspective of character flavor, folding beds and sleeping bags are both involved, and playstyle.
Folding beds.
His big gimmick is that he can give himself gray health that will eventually turn into damage with his neutral special. While the gray health buff is activated, he won't receive any knockback from enemy attacks, he moves faster, and does better.
Oh, he a walking tank.
The effect ends when he's taken enough damage to get rid of his gray health, or if he performs an attack. This buff is great for edge guarding as it gives you a chance to activate it before launching an attack you could just tank.
See, that's even more reason why they should have focused this on 2v2 mechanics. He's a tank. He gets extra health, and he doesn't take damage while he has that gray bar on. That would benefit a 2v2 a lot, because then you can send him in to tank for the team while the other person does damage.
Attack. The other big move of note is his grounded and air side special, which sees him fading into the mist and reappearing a short distance away, with quite a familiar sound cue. It can be useful for getting back on stage, and while you would think this move would have a hitbox at the end of it, if it even had one at all, it's actually at the beginning, and does significant knockback. Unfortunately, it has a rather long startup and recovery, so if it's baited out by your opponent, you could be in for a world of hurt. It also can be used to get around trap characters' movesets like Rick or Bugs, and can be a quick way to get behind someone.
It's gonna be a day one bullshit ass character, you know it. I mean, it's Jason, a real life killer.
Property is that he has multiple grab attacks. The third head of his side attack combo, his down special.
That's so disrespectful, the bagged your bitch.
Are all grabs. This is significant in multiverses because grabs break armor, making Jason uniquely strong at powering through armor attacks like Superman or Shaggy's neutral charge attacks. One move I found myself using quite a bit as well is his air down special. If you input it close enough to the ground, he'll do 2 attacks instead of 1, even if the first doesn't connect. It can be a great way to catch opponents off guard.
The fact he's armoring through everything, yeah, he's super tank.
But covers a wide range, great for keeping falling enemies scared. For the rest of his grounded normals, he has a chargeable stomp on his down attack that sends enemies upward, and he attacks with a chargeable folding bed for his up attack, which has considerable knockback.
Jason and Iron Giant on the same team might be nerfed.
His neutral air attack swings his axe and an arm.
That's a lot of armor that sounds annoying, and we might have to try it.
His side air attack
next week, baby.
But does considerable damage and knockback. His air down attack bounces enemies off.
Can you drop the link to the video in the chat? Yeah, I got you.
And his air up attack is a double machete stab with more active frames than you would think, which is good for mixing in with his air up special to keep enemies airborne. Use your gray health buff to secure kills, his big swings to outrange foes, and grab enemies through their armor, and you'll be folding them up like a cheap mattress in no time. That's our quick overview of 2 of the new characters coming to Multiversus. Are you excited to jump back in after the long wait? Be sure to let us know in the comments below, and we'll leave you with a full match here.
The ducking background sound on your PC when you talk, is that a feature in OBS? Yeah, it's a filter. Just look up how to do ducking in OBS on YouTube.
So you can see the characters.
It's not hard to do.
And for everything else gaming, you're already in the right place. IGN.
Looks fun. What's the reception? What's the reception? Man, I want Uncle Ruckus in Multiverses. Does WB own Boondocks? Well, yeah, because that's Cartoon Network, right? Toonami and shit. Yeah, I guess he could be in there, yeah. Yeah. I mean, before we get Uncle Ruckus, I want to see like Riley or Huey. Because they actually did fight. Like Riley in the game would be funny. They wouldn't be able to let him say what he owns, I guess. That's fucking funny. Not the first time I've been resurrected. From Mortal Kombat to Multiverses, that's quite the shift. No, we need Hank Hill. I hope the content is good and then people like support it. It looks cool though. It looks cool. They got to give the OGs the voiceovers. Of course, you gotta have the original people. All post-launch content for Space Marines 2 will be free. We are happy to confirm that there aren't any microtransactions in Space Marine 2. This makes me want to try the game more. This is the one I thought I was like interested in, right? The co-op one, I think.
We kill it. We break the synaptic connection.
they'd scatter like rats.
And if you're wrong, if it's not there, I cannot afford to throw men after a hunch. Give me 2 squads, 3 space
Multiplayer.
That's all I can spare. Brief them immediately.
Talassa, we are almost there.
Uncle Ruckus gets a buff if LeBron's in the match. Or is there actual PvP?
Moving!
Both? Is this it right here? CV 6v6 mode Eternal. Ooh. Oh, this might be fire. Yeah, this might be fun.
What is to come?
When this shit come out? Oh, September 9th. That's actually a good time. I don't think anything comes out September. We might be on this, chat. I don't think nothing comes out. Oh, fuck, man. We're gonna be playing Wukong. Because Wukong comes out like the last week of August, but we still might hop on this too. We might be able to bounce between them. I don't think anything else comes out in September other than 2K. I mean, who gives a fuck? It's 2K. I just seen your Twitter post where they made George Floyd Yasuke. Yeah, that shit's gross. That shit's fucking gross. There's a reason I ain't show that shit on stream. Definitely playing it. Yeah, this is looking lit. This is looking lit. Is this gonna have crossplay? Y'all know my PC don't work. Heated Battle Space Arena started pre-order gold edition. That's crazy. Time to hoop. It's almost time to ball. Warhammer Space Marine 2. Let's see. Have crossplay. Crossplay. That's what we love to hear. Yes, sir. Space Marine 2 creative director reveals new details about new multiplayer first and confirms crossplay. This was 1 day ago. You see how easy, chat, get off Instagram double tapping booty pictures. You see how easy it is to find the fucking info? We on this shit, bro. I can play it. Because I'm not going to lie. The graphics looked intense. I was like, I think my PC could run it, just not on stream. I was like, I don't know if I can play this one on PC. We got to get this on the Xbox. It's crossplay. Let's go. We love that crossplay shit. Let's my cheap ass keep using this PC. New Madden in August, 600. Yeah, I would have been playing that shit on ultra low. Yeah, my PC would have turned into a microwave. I think that's all. Oh, no, you know what? We got to hop in the sub box. I am not on my main account. Let me switch. Shout out to Hokage Highlights. We hit 15,000 yesterday. We actually already at 15.1 already. The Souls-like demo is called... All right, I appreciate it, bro. Let's see. Still iffy? What? Well, that looks stupid. Call of Duty, we don't care. Senua Saga, we're playing that joint. Is Elon's fading relevance? What happened? Revisiting the LA goth scene. Yeah, Hokage Highlights is going crazy. One of my goals is to eventually get it to like 100K to where we're averaging at least like 20K views per video. And because I would like to hop into like long form content, like actual hour-long documentary style videos on my main channel, because I've been trying to transition into more storytelling and I feel like it's been working. But like I want to do even longer videos. Like I have some ideas I want to do exploring some stuff like in gaming, but I can't do that if I don't have like the income to supplement the time. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm trying to get that Hokage Highlights going crazy. Shout out to 93 miles running. It would give me time to like script long form shit. Yeah, like 45-minute plus videos. But I literally have like a list of like, I already have like 6 ideas that I wanted to do, like just deep dives into very like niche things that I think people would like. And even some ideas to incorporate like the community, but like I don't want to get too much sauce. I don't want to get too much because somebody gonna steal my shit. I just watched a 4-hour video analyzing Ben 10. Yeah, that's the type of shit I want to do because that's the wave. And I think there's certain things that I am passionate about that I could talk about. Would you cross out of gaming? What do you mean cross out of gaming? Like ever stop doing it? Is that what you're asking? Because if so, no. Because I genuinely love gaming. Like I actually have like a passion for it, but like I know a lot of people like when I talk about music. When it makes sense, I try to talk about it. Clothing store simulator. Did you see that somewhere? What the fuck? No, I mean make long form videos not related to gaming. Oh, I don't know if I'm knowledgeable or passionate enough for that. I think it's important that you're passionate because then it becomes much more easier that takes a lot of research and like time. I'm not gonna rule it out, but like it would be hard. New JG video. I edit long form gaming documentary vids. That's what I was hired to do before I switched to daily vids. It's so much fun working on docs, the research and all that shit. Shout out to we see new homeless video. Ever thought about doing a new GI radio? Nah, I'm good off that. I am good off that. That was JG's thing anyway. I mean, he talked about bringing it back before, but we're kind of at a point in our lives where like, if that shit don't make me no money, I'm not doing it. Truth be told, just being 100% honest, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing for the sake of passion. I'd rather be passionate and make some money. Let's see, Forza Horizon 5, retro series, Disney Speedstorm, Kermit the Frog. Oh shit, Kermit. I'm too old to be doing passion projects. Osaka. Oh, new Nomad video. This man dropping videos. Oh shit. Zet Zillions. I think they can make money for real. People making bank doing it on here in TikTok. You gotta talk to JG about that. That's his thing. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have a passion to listen to other people's music like that, like up and coming people, because like for every one good up and coming artist you find, there's gonna be 1,000 bad ones. I just don't have the patience for that shit. Gladius 49. What is all these 4 Warhammer games? There's more? What the fuck is all this? Legions, Inquisition. What? Low-key, a commentary channel could do well just because it's fast and easy. Sean Bowdy got to do it. Was there an event today that I missed? Warhammer Skull. Oh, yeah, there was right there. 44 minutes. Die by the Blade. Wait, is that game? Fred and Fred. There was a scroll showcase with a bunch of different 40. Okay, so yeah, that's why all the trailers. I was like, well, every time I see like a bunch of trailers, I'm like, did I miss a showcase? Like, apparently I did. I didn't know. My Hero Rumble Season 5. Who's playing that? Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Strikers. Okay. All right, I think we're getting into stuff from yesterday. The Signal. Shout out to Malik with the sub. Appreciate it. I didn't stream yesterday, so we got to scroll a little bit down. All right, I think that's everything. All right, let's get into it. Let's watch some of these trailers. What should we start with? Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 3. I seen somebody on my timeline say that Epic has ruined this game. Can somebody explain it to me? Do y'all agree with that statement? Y'all know I don't play no Fortnite. Can y'all explain to me why somebody would say that? No, nah, I just played it. It's fun as hell. It was somebody on my For You page. I ain't know any better. Shout out to the 700 we got in here. If you're new, hit the follow button. So Magneto's the big new character this season, or?
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Megalodon. Is this Mad Max? This the Fallout collab? Wrecked. Oh, there's the Fallout. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. That looks pretty cool, but at the same time, like, yo, every time I look at this game, what the fuck am I looking at? I don't even know. I don't even think Fortnite knows what it is at this point. That's funny. Oh shit. Yeah, this game is literally the multiverse. Is it still a BR? I don't know. Wasteland Magneto. Magneto should have just thrashed all of them. It's the only game where I can use a Kamehameha and web sling away from the enemy. I feel that. It's literally just a big imaginative game. My homies run a music show every Wednesday. They get subs and stuff and have a much smaller platform, only like 50 people per stream. Do they do that on YouTube? Beep, 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 beep. Beep 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 beep. Interesting though. Interesting. Let's see. Steel effigy. For a second, I was about to say, yo, the art style looks fire. It looks pretty good. And then we hit the ground. We did not hit the ground running. Is that beat 'em up? The art style reminds me of that Xbox 360 game. Y'all remember 99 Nights? I think that's what it was called. 360. It was like yeah, 99 Nights, this giant. I used to love this shit. I used to love this game. It was like Dynasty Warriors. It was like Dynasty Warriors with its own original story. It kind of reminds me, the art style kind of reminds me of that. I feel like GI has good music insight. You guys showed your colors during the Kendrick and Drake beef. Nah, I'm just a Kendrick fanboy. 4-player co-op. Interesting. What's the name of their page, Macia? Rebel. That's interesting. Still effigy. Let's talk about what really matters. Clothing store simulator. Got the thrift store. What's the white boy name? I'm gonna pop some tags. They got this shit in there. Macklemore. This is a Macklemore type beat. I'm gonna rob Kendrick. Get in there, pop those thrift store tags. Place your store in the middle of an upscale, fluent neighborhood full of old clothes from the 90s and overcharge hundreds of dollars for a Mighty Ducks t-shirt. You can't tell me you can hear Macklemore on this giant. What up, Lady Versailles? Who the fuck is playing this shit? Yeah, little Kermit, Disney Speedstorm. Wow. If you want a free kart racer, this game is actually not bad. It's on every platform, including PC, all the consoles, and I think it's on cell phones. I liked it. This game fire. I like this game.
Let's go! Time for my solo! Way to go!
Time for my solo!
Look at that!
I deadass was shopping around for vintage X-Men shirts and they cost over $400. Hipsters ruin everything, bro. Hipsters ruin everything. You remember when being like, you had to like, I remember because like my parents, we used to go shopping at Goodwill. But the thing is like, we used to go shopping at Goodwill because we were poor and it's like all we could afford. Now a certain demographic has made thrifting cool. And now poor people can't even shop. Like, shit is crazy, man. Shit is fucking crazy. What is this? Osaka's a Viking colony survival game? Lost me at Steam Early Access. Double XL t-shirts going for $200. They wasn't with us, bruh. They wasn't with us. I remember going with my mom as a kid. Yeah, I remember going as a kid too. They wasn't with us when we were struggling and shit. Like, I got a funny story. I don't know if I told this one. Fucking, just an example of dads. But I remember, I don't know if it was Salvation Army or Goodwill. We used to go to both. We went to one of them and my dad bought me a hat. And my mother told my father, don't put that on his head. I think I was like 5 or 6. This is one of my earliest memories. My mother told my father, don't put that on his head. We need to wash it first when we get home. And then my dad was like, he a boy, he'll be fine. Da 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 da. And I'm a kid, I don't know any better. Yeah, daddy, I'll be fine. Long story short, I ended up getting ringworm in my head. And we had to go to the doctor and get some medicine. So if you thrift, just an example of, I really used to be poor. Like, I really used to do this shit. I had patches all in my head, bro. I had to go get the cream. So if you ever go to the thrift store, please wash your clothes. Shit happens, bro. Shit happens. That was a rough couple weeks. Bro. I've been there before. Shit is crazy. Shit is crazy. They was calling me Patches. Zet Zillion's official launch trailer. What is this shit?
From the start.
Commander, we got volunteers.
Yeah, volunteers. You got an Italian dinosaur? Yo, shout out to Grizz with the sub. The card game.
Meatballs.
Maybe we got a chance.
You unlocking unneeded memories.
I win.
I used to have used clothes from the thrift store, and I used to wear Shaqs. You niggas could never tell me nothing. I didn't heard it all. I'm not playing this shit. All right, let's look at all these Warhammer games. Bolt Gun.
Last purging the heretics.
I know your mom was pissed. It'd be like that, bro.
You wanted more?
A true masterpiece of diplomacy and finesse.
Grab your chainsword because your favorite Ultramarine is back. Introducing Bolt
A
Gun
Doom clone.
of Corruption. The archenemy has
This Doom clone doesn't look bad.
Factorum on Graia. Descend into the depths of the Forge Complex and purge them.
I still remember the smell of Payless shoe stores. Hey, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I used to love my Skywalkers. Was it Skywalker? Was it? What was the knockoff of the Chuck Taylors? I think they were Skywalkers or something like, or am I thinking of Luke Skywalker? Airwalks, my Airwalks, my bad. I used to love my Airwalks. I said Skywalker. Yeah, I used to. I never had Chuck Taylors as a kid. We couldn't afford it. I had Airwalks, and them bitches they ran just as well. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I ain't had no PF Flyers. Chaos Terminators. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Starberries. I'm sorry to hear that. If you had to go to school in Starberries or AND1 sneakers, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's worse than Shaq's. That's the only thing worse. The Starberries. Got a strategy game. He said, leave me alone. Yo, shout out to Joy Boy with the sub. Niggas was going to school with the Professor Twos. Like, what the fuck? I'm not interested in that either. Battle Sector.
Here today and talk about this future with confidence.
There's so much Warhammer content. It's actually OD. I feel like releasing all this stuff might cause Space Marine to get lost in translation.
This February, we released.
I had K-Swiss as a kid. I've literally, being from DC, like most people, the average shoe that people would wear was the New Balances. I've never seen anybody wear K-Swiss before. The first time I saw until I went to college, the first time I ever seen somebody wear K-Swiss was down south in college. And that shit was always like puzzled me. Not because, I mean, I thought the shoe was ugly, but it was more so how they wore it. It was mostly women. It used to be women with big booties and sundresses with like ugly ass K-Swiss on it. And I don't know what it was, but that shit used to just like irk me. Like, I hate to be that guy, but I'm like, yo, shorty, like, you're cute, but your shoe game is just like, that's not it. Like, that's not it. Who told you to wear the sundress with the K-Swiss? What the fuck is that?
Hammer. Tau faction has joined the
we'll put some jeans on or something.
With 14 new units and brand new HQ abilities. With the Tau deals.
I'm not playing this either. Lil Romeo was rocking the K-Swiss. Oh, this is the one-hit game. This is the one that got bad reviews. We're not looking at that. The Signal official capsules revealed. The baby fat jacket, the baby fat, and the juicy pants. Why is it the girls with no ass always had the juicy pants? What was that about, Chad? Like, every once in a while you would see one. At least when I was in like middle and high school, it was always the girls with no ass that had the juicy. That shit is not juicy. That shit is missing. Oh, fuck no. Fuck no, that is Full Sail University. What am I yammering about? Y'all don't remember the juicy pants? Some of y'all are really young. I'm showing my age. Hold up. I gotta search this before it shows because I don't want nothing bad coming up. This right here. When I was in middle and like high school, the girls used to wear this shit. They used to wear pants that had Juicy on the ass. But it was always girls with no ass that used to wear this shit. They used to be flat back as a motherfucker, bro. Yeah, the Juicy Couture. I guess that's what it was. Yeah. I guess, yeah, I'm showing my age right now. But this is what they used to wear. But they never had no ass. So it was always perplexing.